Hello, my friends. I'm happy that I can introduce you today to Tristan, who is one of the founder of Joybräu, a functional beer which will help sports people and let them enjoy a beer. Tristan, happy welcome.
Thanks a lot. Happy to be here.
Tristan, tell us a little bit about you, about Joybräu. How did you get the idea to found Joybräu?
Yeah, so Joybräu is a startup based in Hamburg. We started our company already back in 2016, so some couple of years ago by now. Back then, my co-founder Eric and I were extreme freaks about athleticism, fitness. So we're really kind of junkies in that space, always consuming supplements and lots of protein, of course. But most of all, we also are best friends and enjoyed having a beer together. So back then we were working in Singapore for our past employer. And we were always training together, hitting the gym, drinking a protein shake afterwards. And 2 minutes later, we were sitting at the bar drinking a beer and basically destroying all our progress that we just made in the gym. And during one of those beers, we got the idea there has to be a better way. Let's try to combine the nutritional benefits of a protein drink with the taste and also social benefits of a beer. And that's kind of how the idea got started. Then we started developing the world's first non-alcoholic protein beer. Of course, this was quite difficult as protein is typically something brewers do not want to see in beer at all. They even have developed processes to get the protein out of the beer. So we basically tried to do it the other way around and massively increase the protein content to more than 21 grams per can, so that you can really replace a protein shake with a delicious, refreshing, and naturally brewed beer. So that was the idea. And with that idea, we started a 2.5-year collaboration with the Berlin Institute of Technology, which is kind of one of the leading brewing technology universities worldwide. And yeah, they were excited about the idea, and this was kind of the starting point on our research journey, and that took us more than 2.5 years to bring the first real industrial products into fruition.
So you had the idea to make a functional beer, and I'm happy that I have one can here. I tried some other ones you gave me when we met last time. They really taste great, and they really can replace functional drinks sports people take.
Yes, definitely. That was our goal from the very beginning. Also because beer is actually in its non-alcoholic form the ideal basis for sports drinks of all kinds. It is isotonic, it is hydrating the body really well, and also as it tastes so good, people drink a lot of it. So you probably notice as well when you drink beer, you drink a couple of liters more liquid than you would ever consume when it would be just water or something very sweet. So that's also quite beneficial after a hard workout when you sweat a lot. And also beer contains natural carbohydrates that are really easy to digest for the body. So it also gives you a little bit of energy to regenerate after a workout. So this great basis we took and enhanced it with different kinds of functionality. So by now we have 5 different products. Some of them still concentrate on protein, so kind of the post-workout scenario to boost muscle growth and recovery. But the product you just showed, for example, is our latest innovation, which is a natural energy beer. So we developed a naturally brewed alternative to Red Bull and so on. The great benefit of all our products is that they are really produced like a beer. They are brewed, they are fermented. We use yeast, we exclusively use natural ingredients, and they are also vegan. So really high quality ingredients and a production process that takes 6 to 8 weeks to get a great tasting profile instead of just punching some powders together in a very artificial manner, like most energy drinks, for example.
Wow, that's really great. But Tristan, why are you now here and talking to me? I have Eurovision.blog is mainly for blockchain related themes. What has Joybräu to do with blockchain stuff?
Yeah, so I think it's quite untypical to have a brewery in this kind of format, but I'm very happy to be here. And yeah, what kind of is our vision for the company as a whole, to be an innovator and to try things out. We do love to try things out. We've developed a completely new product category that is to this day unique worldwide. And we thought like 1 year ago how to finance this unique innovative project. And we had lots of different topics on the table, lots of options, but in the end we decided for a security token offering. So a kind of blockchain-based token offering that is luckily BaFin regulated, so an added layer of security for investors, because we saw the potential to kind of generate a crowdfund 2.0 for startups of all kinds, and to kind of give a showcase of how that can be possible, what can be achieved with blockchain-based finance, also in the startup space. As you probably know, security token offerings are not typical to finance startups, much less in the consumer goods space. So we are also a first mover in that regard worldwide. But it has been a fun journey for sure.
Absolutely. And crowdfunding is a big topic. It's very important. STOs can help here a lot. And is it still possible to buy a token of Joybräu?
Yes, today is still possible. We've launched the campaign on September 30th, 2022, and it will be open probably until the end of this year. Of course, we try to close the round as soon as possible, but we noticed as this model is so new and so innovative that the conversion process from potential investor to actual investor simply takes a little bit of time. We want to explain to the investors the whole journey, what they have to do, what their benefit is in the token versus traditional crowdfunding or even equity finance. So we take our time and try to close the full round until the end of this year. So we are always happy to welcome new investors to the project, and it's even possible to invest with as little as €500, which is also rather uncommon in the STO space.
And who is the typical investor, and whom would you like to see? Are this institutional investors? Are this person like we are, or what is your main target group?
The great thing about the STO is basically that we are able to target 3 different kinds of investor groups. The first and of course most instinctual would be our customer base. So our real fans who've been purchasing the product for years, who maybe have a subscription, who've purchased multiple times as it's a consumer good. We do have quite valuable and good data on who are our best customers, and with these people we do have a tight connection and try to onboard them as investors in the retail space. Additionally, we target basically people like you, so crypto, blockchain, Web3 enthusiasts who would like to try something new, who also may be looking for an entry point into STOs with a little less commitment. So you can start as a €500, get your first token in your wallet, get a feel for the market, how the technology works. And then as kind of a third pillar for investor strategy, we also work with institutional investors, mainly in collaboration with our emission partner, Black Manta Capital Partners. So these are the 3 pillars we try to focus on in terms of investors.
And why did you choose an STO for the funding?
Well, for us, it was quite important, first of all, to add a layer of security for investors. STOs are BaFin regulated, and we worked with the BaFin for I think 6 to 8 months to sort everything out so that they understand the business model, they understand the risk and also the potential upsides. And in the end, we got quite a solid kind of due diligence even from the BaFin, which is of course quite beneficial for investors. And then also what was interesting for us is the flexibility that an STO offers, because we didn't want to offer a typical subordinated loan like most crowdfundings do, because it simply doesn't really fit our business case. Beverages typically are focusing on growth and volume growth in particular. In the end, when you sell beer, you don't want to sell 1 can per day, but you need to sell 1 million to make the business profitable in the long term. So for the next couple of years, we try to focus on revenue growth and not profitability. And this is also why we decided to structure our security token to be revenue-based. So for the full amount, we try to raise 2 million euro in this first round of STO. We have decided to commit to a 2% yearly revenue participation for the investors until 2029, when in the end, the full amount will be paid back. And this way, the investors really have lots of potential in terms of return as well. No matter whether we decide to turn the business profitable or invest further into growth, investors get their returns anyway.
And what are the benefits for the token holders? Not only the financial revenues, I'm sure you also have other benefits for the token holders.
Yes, for sure. Based on the investment amount, we have different kinds of added value, added benefits in terms of goodies, as we call them, for the investors. We start with typical trial packages with all our products, but go even up to a subscription over the next couple of years, especially for our fans. Of course, this is quite valuable with a high commercial value in the end, of course, then as well. And we also have decided to include all our investors, and we call it Joybräu Testers Club. So when we develop new innovations, new products, the investors get them first, and we even ask them for feedback. And this way they can participate actively in our product development and get all the innovations at the very first stage.
So the people who are deep into blockchain technology, they know that an STO has big benefits and advantages. You also can get the direct feedback from the investors because they are really good connected to your company.
Yes.
And how did the idea come up that you start with an STO?
Well, we talked to all different kinds of financial institutions and also advisors in the financial space, and we discussed multiple options from typical old school equity finance with venture capitalists or family offices, etc., over to classical traditional crowdfunding, and then also more alternative concepts like an STO. And yeah, we basically from day one, we were kind of in love with the idea to try something new, and especially with the benefit of being able to cater to retail investors as well as institutional investors. We really thought this might be a good fit to leverage the best out of both worlds.
Yeah. And when you did due diligence together with BaFin, it's also a big security for the investors. So you have proven that your idea is really great, and the money which is invested, that it is safe, that you cannot run away and buy some other beers with it. So this brings big security for the investors, and that's really a big advantage.
Also a great benefit for the STO versus traditional crowd investing was because our company is already in a later stage. Of course, we are still a startup, but we are not in the seed phase. We don't test our prototypes. We've been on the market since 2018. We've generated multiple million euros in revenue. We have sold over 8 million cans by now. So we have a tested, proven product range. And now we are in a position, of course, then also to raise more. So a typical crowdfunding of, especially in Germany, is simply at a lower volume in terms of emission, and also in terms of kind of minimum invest. We didn't want to offer like kind of buy 20 euro and you get your product at a discounted rate, as most people do it, like in Kickstarter campaigns and similar.
And also a big advantage is the investors, they are not only coming from Hamburg or Germany, so the token, they can be bought globally from anybody. And that's also an advantage that you can spread the idea of Joybräu and bring it to the people all around the globe. And that's really very interesting and a great idea. And Tristan, thank you very much. I wish you big luck with this idea. And when we come now to the end of the interview, where can I buy the token and where can I buy the Joybräu beer?
Yeah, well, let's start with the Joybräu beer, because I think in the end it's much better to buy a token from a product that you really like. So you can get our product on our website, joybräu.de, in Austria and Germany, of course. Internationally, we are on Amazon, so most European countries can get Joybräu via Amazon. And our token you can find on our website in the invest section, and also at our emission partners website, Black Manta Capital Partners, who have been a great valuable partner in this process, and yeah, helped us with all the technical setup. So the website is still open until the end of this year, so just give it a try, check it out. You don't have to decide right away, but you can look at all the data. We, of course, also share our financials, our business plan, the market opportunity, etc., to give you a better outlook on what you're investing in, and also an added layer of security, of course, in the end as well. So I would be very happy to get some feedback on this, and yeah, looking forward to see you guys on the platform.
And you also have a distributor in Switzerland.
Yes, that is correct.
Joybräu also available in Switzerland?
Yes, definitely.
That's good to hear. The links to the platforms will be down in the description, and so you can click on it to see what Joybräu is doing, buy a token, buy some beers, and to help them growing their company. Thank you very much, Tristan.
Thanks, Georg. Pleasure to be here.